clearly I have a dog here in front. Okay, let's continue with this. Anyway, it is important to notice the following about war. War comes from an interesting point. Is if one allow energy to take you out of the here practical living point, you're going to start missing points in the practical and therefore become less effective. When somebody challenges you about it, you're going to go into defense, having an excuse. Defense is what every country in the world is doing because they're defending themselves and what they stand for and their laws and their culture. And you have the same with families. You have it even in competition between schools. Everybody is defending their honor and their rights. But that's war. Because if everybody had these rights equally, no defense would have been necessary and war wouldn't exist. So, have no defense. Make sure that you live here and that there is no energy that misdirect you and give you something to defend. Human rights are not something to be defended. It is something to be given and realized and accepted as yourself and to live it. If you cannot live absolute to the point where it is taking up the cross and walk even in the face of what you perceive to be death, please get real. You are going to fucking die. You're not really giving up your life. It's a lie. You are really going to die. Those that claim that you are causing somebody's death, that's bullshit. Everybody dies. Isn't it a contradiction to say you shouldn't stand up absolutely where it even costs you your life? Because apparently you can save somebody's life. Have you ever met a doctor that prevented death? Have you ever met a pastor that prevented death? Have you ever met anyone in this world that can stop death? No one. Everybody dies. So nobody can ever save your life. A hospital is not a place where you go to save somebody's life. A doctor doesn't save somebody's life. They purely identify their disease and then try and assist them so they can live easier while they're still here, but then they die. Otherwise, every doctor who's busy with a patient and the patient dies should be a murderer, isn't it? What is murder really? Murder is the deliberate killing of somebody so you can take something that they have. Have a look, murder is always related to that. It is only in extreme cases where murder has no reason or meaning that those people should just be locked up. I mean, it's really easy to identify them. You can identify them already in childhood because they will kill animals as well. They are really dangerous. But they could be rehabilitated. So make sure you understand your physical timelines so that nobody can fuck with you when it comes to a physical timeline. Walk your physical timelines. This NI process is focused on walking a physical timeline, therefore it has got extensive potential for you if you truly embrace the process and do all your writings in the I process effectively, so that when you get to the mind constructs, you're really good at what you're doing, so you can get to the bottom line of what it is that has screwed up your existence, which is obviously your own mind. You have to take the thing apart so you can see, what have you done? Oh my God, what have I done? Fascinating. Self-forgiveness, self-honesty. Investigate yourself. Take part. Expose yourself. But remember, and I'm saying this again, do not write about other people. Write about the patterns that you participate in, and other people are simply presenting points within your patterns. It's not. They are not specific. They are not to be judged. They are not guilty. You are guilty because you participated in the pattern. They exist because you exist. That's what you have to realize. That is self-realization. That is self-awareness. That is taking your power back, because you are then no longer participating in it. You're not stopping somebody else. You're stopping somebody else by stopping yourself. You're stopping what is happening by not participating in it. Obviously, within the context of the process, we have to engage people again to pull them out of the points where they are participating in harming others. That's different, because then you have already self-realized, you're already self-aware, and you understand how the point works, so you can actually go and stand in the shoes of another and take on their life and cause the conflict necessary for them to realize themselves. That is one of the tasks you're going to have to do. So you better get used to conflict, because once you are done, you are going to go into other people's lives like I do and cause conflict so they can see themselves, cause them to react, be the devil, be the darkness, be whatever it takes, because you don't fear it. See what I'm doing?